Hey lovely people, welcome back once again to another exciting episode of Stitches Biz Collection. I'm Miss Stitches. Today in this video, let me share with you how to make this unique handmade beaded bag. Before we start, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. Let's get started. Materials needed. So you cut your fish line, you make sure it's long enough, you cut it off. We are using 0.60 mm. You make sure you have the ends of the fish lines. You pick 4 beads, fix on any side of the fish line, be it the right side or the left side, fix all 4 beads. Then you cross with the 4th bead using the other side of the fish line. You make sure you have the ends of the fish line, you pull it out, so one side will be longer than the other, and then you have your first string of 4 done. Going on, you pick 3 beads, fix one on the left fish line, fix one on the right fish line, and then you cross with the 3rd bead using both fish lines. You still make sure you have the ends of the fish lines. You pull it out, and then you have your second ring of 4 done. You still fix 1 bead on each fish lines again, and then you cross with the 3rd bead using both fish lines. You make sure you have the ends, you pull it out, and then you have your 3rd ring of 4 done. So we are going to extend it until we have 23 of this, and I'm going to do that off camera with the same method. So we have 22 now, and then with the 23rd path on this fish line here, you fix 3 beads, and then you cut with the 3rd bead using the other side of the fish line. You pull it out so you have it turned like this, and now we have 23 here. So moving on still on the outer fish line here, you fix 3 beads again, and then you cross with the 3rd bead, you pull it out so you have it turned completely like this. Then with the right fish line, you go through the next 1 bead. Then you fix 2 beads on the left fish line, cross with the 2nd bead using the right fish line, you pull it out, and then with the right fish line you go through the next 1 bead. Then you fix 2 beads again on the left fish line, cross with the 2nd bead using the right fish line, you pull it out, and then you move on with the same method till you get to the last end. So when you get to the last but 1 bead, the right fish line, you go through the last bead here, you have it like this. Then still on the outer fish line here, you fix 2 beads, and then you cross to the 2nd bead using the other side of the fish line, you pull it out so you have it turned like this. Then still on the outer fish line here, you fix 3 beads, cross with the 3rd bead, you pull it out, then you have it turned completely. Then with the right fish line, you go through the next 1 bead. Then you fix 2 beads again, cross to the 2nd bead, you pull it out, you go through the next 1 bead. You fix 2 beads again, cross to the 2nd bead, you pull it out, then you go through the next 1 bead here. So with the same method, I'm going to weave all the way from here to this end here, all the way from here to this end. Then you extend this path till we have 5 of it. So we have 3, or we have 2.5, so I'm going to add 2.5 to it, making a 5, and I'm going to do that off camera. So this is what we have after you are done. This is what you should get for the mat, and we still have 23 here, and this side is now 5, as you can see. So this is one side of it, and I made the same thing off camera, the same size, the same shape. Don't worry about my fish lines, I'm going to use them. So this is the 2 pieces you need for the 23. You need 2 pieces of it, and this is what we have, and then 5 on it. So 23 is to 5, and I made this other ones also off camera. These ones are 13 in number, so 13 is to 5, and with that one you need 3 of them. So this is the size of it. So 23 and then 13. So you need 3 of the 13, then you need 2 of the 23. So we are going to arrange them to form the sides of the bag. So we are using these long ones. You place them this way, then this 3 pieces will be in the middle, like so. As you can see, I'm arranging them. So 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out. This is what we are doing. So this is the rough arrangement of it. This is the idea we want to have for this design. This is it. So let's get into it. Let's push this ones aside and start with this ones here. So let me pick this rather. Let's start with this ones here. So with this method, we are using 5, 5, 5, 5 in all. So at the first end here, you skip the first 3 beads, and then we are going to start from the 4th bead going. So this side we have 5, then you need to place it right here to also match the 5. So remember, with the pink side too, you have to leave 1 at the top. So with the mauve bead, you leave 3 at the first start. Then with the pink one, you leave 1 at the top. Okay, then you start from the 5 beads here. So you are using the middle bead, so you count 5 from the top. Remember, with the pink one, you are leaving 1. So you start counting from the 2nd bead, then the 3rd bead in the middle becomes the middle bead. So you trace from the top, then from the side, then you end up in the middle bead here. So this we are going to work around. So 1, 2, 3, trace it to the middle here, then you do the same for the top, you trace it to this side here. So this is why you can go through any bead at all from this side. So this is what you should have. This is what we want. So remember, we left 1 at the top. So when you leave the 1 at the top, you start counting from the 2nd bead. This is what you have. Then you pick 1 bead and the same fish line. Remember, we are leaving 3 at the end here. So you count to the 3rd bead. Okay, we are working on these 5 beads, but are using the middle bead, so you trace to the middle side here. Then you go through the same bead, you position it like this. Then you go through the same bead you went through on the first mat. Please watch carefully so you would get confused. So this is what you have. You have the bead in the middle like this. Then you pick 1 bead again and cross it both sides of the fish lines. You make sure you have the ends, you pull it out like this. Then with the right fish line, go through the next 1 bead here. With the left fish line, go through the next 1 bead here. Then you pick 1 bead again, cross it both sides of the fish lines, you pull it out. Then with the right fish line, you go through the next 1 bead here. With the left fish line, you go through the next 1 bead here. Then you pick 1 bead again, cross it both sides of the fish lines, you pull it out. Then with the right fish line, go through 1, 2. The left fish line, go through 1, 2. So both fish lines come out from this bead here. You have it this way. Then you pass the fish line through to secure this work. I'm going to do that later. So this is exactly what we have to get, or you have to do. This is the first part of it. Then let's move to the second one. So the second one is going to be at the top here. We have the first one down. So after the 5 beads here, you have to skip 1 bead. After this 5 beads here, matching with the pink ones at the top, you have to skip 1 bead here. Then you start from this bead here. So you leave 1 bead in the middle. So you're going to attach this one from this bead here, exactly where I've placed them. Then I'm going to join the middle just like this part here. Then with the 3rd one is going to go at the down side here. Then you remember, you leave 1 bead in the middle here. So at the end of the day, you have 3 at the end. Okay, so we have 1 down, 1 up, 1 down. This is what we have. So I'm going to do them off camera, and this is what we have after you're done joining them to together. Sorry. So this is what we have, and this is the first part of it. Let's move to the second part. So with our last 23 piece, that one is going to go down, then up, down. That's how it's going to be for this part. Remember, you leave 3 at the ends, just like this one's here, then one in the middle. So with the same method we used for the first one here, I'm going to do the same thing for this side. So this is what you should get. Also, after you are done, this is how they look after joining them together. So I just joined them together to hold them in place to prevent my work from shifting and disturbing me. So I'm going to weave the top part here, and I'm using this fish line here. So don't worry, our fish line is going to be in use. So on the outer fish line here, you fix 3 beads, and then you cross with the third bead, you pull it out. Then with the right fish line, you go through the next one bead, you fix 2 beads, cross the second bead, you pull it out, you go through the next one bead, fix 2 beads, cross the second bead, you pull it out, you go through the next one bead, fix 2 beads, cross the second bead, you pull it out, you go through the next one bead here, you fix 2 beads again, cross the second bead, you pull it out. So this is what you have for this part here. Then you fix 1 bead on each fish lines, you cross with the third bead using both fish lines, you pull it out, and this is what you should get, this extension here. Then after you go through the next one bead here with the right fish line, you go through the next one bead here, you have it like this. Then you fix 2 beads again, cross to the second bead, you pull it out, you go through the next one bead, fix 2 beads, cross to the second bead, you pull it out, you go through the next one bead, fix 2 beads, you pull it out, go through the next one bead. So I'm going to weave all the way from here to this end here with the same method. This is what you have after you are done for this part here. So this will be the down part of it, and this will be the top side of it. So this is the first part of it, and there's a second one I did off camera, the same size, the same shape, the same designs as you can see here. So this will be the outer part of it, and this side will be the inner part of it. So we're going to join it together to form the full body of the bag. So let's get into it. We're going to use our excess fish lines around it. So on this part here, like I said, I'm going to use these fish lines around it. It's going to be in use, but with this first part here, I want to use this side first because there's no fish line here. So with a new fish line, you just go through this first bead here, you pull it out, then on the outer fish line you fix 1 bead, then with that same fish line where you fix the bead, you go through this first bead on the other side of the bag, you pull it out, you have the bead in the middle like this. Then you pick 1 bead again, cross to both sides of the fish lines, you pull it out, you make sure you have the ends. Then with the right fish line, you go through the next 1 bead, with the left fish line, you go through the next 1 bead. Then you pick 1 bead again, cross with both sides of the fish lines, you pull it out, with the right fish line, you go through the next 1 bead, with the left fish line, you go through the next 1 bead. Then you pick 1 bead again, cross with both sides of the fish lines, you pull it out, with the right fish line, go through the next 1 bead, with the left fish line, go through the next 1 bead. You pick 1 bead again, cross with both sides, you go through the next 1 bead on each side. Then you pick 1 bead again, cross with both sides of the fish lines, you pull it out. Then after you're done, you pass the fish line through. Then you repeat the same thing with this extra fish line here. You do the same thing for this side here. So you turn it this way, then you join all these parts here. So I'm going to do them off camera with the same method as we did for this part. Then we'll be right back after. So this is what you should get after you are done joining the sides together. As you can see, our bag is forming up, so you left it a little touch to do around it. So let's get to do the base of the bag. So I made this off camera. I made this mat off camera, so the same method we used for the first part, that's the same method I used in making this one. So I'm just going to join them all through from here to this side here. So I have 45 of it. 45:5, that's the measurement for this one here, and it's going to start from this part, so it's going to go in, out, in, out, in, out. So firstly, we have to join this side here to attach one side. So from any side at all, we're just going to join it to this part here. So I have 45 of the mat, remember, and then I'm going to join it to this side. So after joining, I think we are going to have 46. So I'm using the same fish line here. So you're going to fix one bead on each fish line, then you cross with the third bead using both fish lines. You pull it out to do an extension like this. Then with the right fish line, you go through the first bead on this mat here, you pull it out, then you have it like this. Then you pick two beads, fix on the left fish line, cross to the second bead, you pull it out. Then with the right fish line, you go through the next one bead, fix two beads again, cross to the second bead, you pull it out, you go through the next one bead, then you weave on till you get to the last end. So you have it like this. Then we are going to join this side to this part here. So our extension is going to join them together. So you fix one bead on each fish lines. Then this time the right fish line will come through from the left side, and the left fish line will come through from the right side. As you can see, I'm doing. You pull it out like this, then you pass the fish line through, then you have it like this. So this is what you should get after you are done joining. So this side, the pink is coming out, then it goes in. So with the same method we used, 1 out, then 5, then 1 5 1 5. That's what we're going to do all through till we get to the end. So with this first part, we leave it out, then you go through the second move. As you can see, I'm doing, you just pull it out, then you have a straighten up like this. So you leave this first one out, then 1 2 3 4 5, as you can see. So you can join the sides if you want, or you just leave it this way. It's going to stay right where you place it because of the top sides that you joined. Okay, so this one is coming out here, then as you can see, you position this side like this, then this one goes in. Okay, so out, in, out, and this side goes in. So you do the same, you just pull it out like this. Okay, then you straighten it up to have it like this. So this side will also go in. So this side is out, sorry, then this side goes in. So you just pass it through like this, then you have it like this. So just take your time to straighten it up. You can straighten it up from the inside too to get the base flat. So this is what you have, and we have 2 at the end here, exactly the number we want. So I'm going to pass this fish line through because I think it's SS. Then we can join this sides here to complete it up. So let me pass it through. So this is what I get after passing the fish line through. Then I have this extra one here to help me join the sides together. So you fix one bead on each fish lines, then with the right fish line go through from here, then the left fish line will come through from here. You pull it out, then you pass the excess fish line through to secure this part of the work. Then you do the same thing for this side here, just like this path. And that's what you should get after you are done with both sides. So as you can see, our bag is fully out now. It's fully made out, and then we're going to attach our handles. So I made this handle off camera with the same marking method, and I have 30 in all. 30:3. So with the design inside, I just made my design and so you can do so too. So I'm going to attach it to this part here, and I'm using the same fish line because it's long enough. And on this fish line here, the outer fish line, you fix one bead. Then with that same fish line, we have 5 here. We have 5. We are using the middle 3 beads, so you leave one on each side. So you go through this first bead, you have the bead in the middle of both sides like this. Then you pick one bead again, cross it both sides of the fish lines to pull it out. Then with the right fish line, go through the next one bead. With the left fish line, go through the next one bead. Then you pick one bead again, cross it both sides of the fish line to pull it out. With the right fish line, go through the next one bead. With the left fish line, go through the next one bead. Then you pick one bead again, cross it both sides of the fish line to pull it out. Then you're going to pass the excess fish line through very well to secure this part of the work. Then you do the same thing for this side here, the same method for this side. You're using this fish line. I'm going to do that off camera. So this is what you should get after you are done attaching your handle to the bag. This is what we have, and this is all you can do. So you can do a cover if you want, or you just leave it like this. And this is so cute. This is the inner side of it. Like, I love the arrangement of the beads or the mat, and then the colors are also given. So this is what we are doing for this particular designed handmade beaded bag. This beautiful and cute beaded bag. You can do this in any color of your choice. Feel free to increase the size if you want it big. Please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more of my tutorials. Make sure to comment and share as well. Stay safe. See you in my next video. Have a nice day and bye.